Dear friends of the African art and culture, this is Ingo from About Africa and the Rest of the World. Today I'm on the Paris Tribal to see what more than 40 galleries show. And now I'm here at home, and let's start the Zubek gallery. Of course, it's not only about African art, but you see Himalayan art as well, oceanic art and so on. But here's Petr Zubek, you know, he's a Czech artist who has a gallery in Düsseldorf, and he has great objects. It's really, you know, a very expressive style what he is showing us, like this Mumui. This is awesome Mumui, or Mova, sorry, this was Mova. This is the Mumui, which is absolutely awesome. And you know, the French people, the Belgian people, the aficionados, they're more like the very nicely carved things, not this expressive things like that. But Petr is not mainstream, but there are people who really love what he does, these expressive things. And yeah, if the French people and the Belgian collectors, if they do get more familiar with Petr, I think they will buy much more than they do at the moment. He is really, because he's not doing the mainstream, that's the point. He really likes this double yager, for example. And you know, Bowley is Bowley, they're really fine Bowley, but look at this power, strong Bowley. I hope that someone is buying these objects because they are awesome. Hertault is absolute the contrary to Zubek, because he has a finely carved things the French and Belgian collectors want. They're really expensive. Zubek, I think they are expensive, much more expensive than Zubek's objects, but they are very fine made. This is, for example, this Jaure or Baulemaske things. Jaure is something every French collector wants to have if he has the money for it. So it's nicely carved, very fine thing. And yeah, you see, these are the two poles of African art. Voyageurs, Curieux, you know, the theme of this Paris Tribal was unexpected, and they are experts and for the oceanic art, but this is not oceanic, or let's say oceanic, it's Taiwan or Taiwan, so it's not from the Solomon like it looks, but it's from Taiwan. So this is something which is a surprise, and it's an unexpected object. Here they are by Touchaleaume, the Ivry, things which is an exhibition which is great, good items from the Ijo. And you know, for the Ijo man, they have a personal altar outfit. And how can I say, you know, there's the narrative of being strong and powerful people and here and with violence and everything. And this fits very well to this narrative of the Ijo people. And there are some old good objects in it, so it's from Nigeria, of course, and yeah, Touchaleaume always is doing interesting exhibitions in Paris, and this, of course, is one of them. With these, you know, look, it's okay. Let's start with Ferrandin. Ferrandin has good items as well, for example, Congo, but once again with the exhibition of Touchaleaume. And you know, this is, yeah, he always has good, interesting exhibitions, and so it was this time. But here's Ferrandin with a good Congo object, of course, with a very nice baller object. Ferrandin is very classical, I would say. Yeah, good, but classical. And here you see me having the camera and turning the object. Wow, what that's so great. I think it's a nice one. Yeah, well carved, good for the French and for the French and the Belgian collectors. Bruno Frey, you know, it's about the unexpected, and this is unexpected because the paintings you see, they are from Bruno Frey. So he's showing good African art, like this Mende object, very good things, and this very powerful, this could be from Zubek as well, with a very powerful ape from the Bowley. And yeah, it is very nice done. And here's a great ensemble painting by Bruno Frey and Mbembe objects. Galerie Flak, Julien Flak, you know, he's, let's say, more or less the boss of the Paris Tribal. He's the director, whatever. He's not the boss, but the director. And I really love this septic hook from all angles. A very powerful object. Yeah, look at it. Julien has great objects all the time. For example, once again, had a lot of cachinas, and here a very extraordinaire images. Galerie Meyer, you know, Meyer, Anthony Meyer is one of those experts for Oceanic and Polynesian art. And this time he showed us African bronze figures, small ones, his own collection, he told me. And this was maybe the most unexpected thing which you could see on this Paris Tribal, that Meyer, the Polynesian man, this book, these two books about this kind of art, of African artists, oceanic art is fantastic. And he was shown mainly, not only, mainly these bronze objects. They are so expressive. This is the essence of African art. It is the essence of African art. You have some Yoruba things and Yoruba sculptures and others as well. And I like this crab a lot. But it was not very cheap. Okay, I think this is a gold weight maybe from the Arcan. So bronze sculptures at Meyer, very surprising, very unexpected, and very, very good. Here's a mask, an expressive mask. Maybe in Nigeria. It is Nigeria, let's say Nigeria. Doustar, what I liked at Doustar most is this fantastic Cameron mask. Cameron was not the biggest point biggest thing in Paris this time, because Cameron is more maybe for the Germans and it's not so finely carved, but this Cameron was absolutely fantastic, absolutely great, and I'm really a fan of Cameron things. He is Schoffel De Fabry, this is the Chocolate, and that my friend Peter Weiss, he will publish a book about the Cameron art in September for the 5 continents. Publishing, and it will be a fantastic book with great photos by Andreas Achmann. But let's go back to the Paris Tribal, to Schoffel De Fabry, with this Dayak, for example, the Dayak from Indonesia, and big shields. There are some very nice, good objects they do have. And the next is, this is a very nice Yoruba rider. It's a nice one, it's a good one. Stuff. Schoffel De Fabry. Punchinello. Punchinello normally is doing Himalaya art and Nepal art, which is not, I don't know why, but I don't like the aesthetics so much. It's not the best thing I know. It's great objects, but I'm more for Africa, more for Oceanic, not so from Nepal. But there was one very unexpected object. And this you see this psychedelic camera movement. What a cameraman. Look at this mask. This fish mask is, for me, I had 2 favorites on this Paris Tribal, and this fish mask from Nepal, from Himalayan, was one of them. It is so amazing. It was, of course, not cheap, but if you want to send me a gift, it would be this one. The Vanuxem, once again, but once again with this fish mask. I talked with Peter Zubek about my impressions, and we both loved this mask. Okay, Vanuxem, good object as well. Mainly, we are in Africa, back in Africa. I really did not see a lot of oceanic art this time. It was more African. Here's Dimondstein, tribal arts. This was an amazing thing. Little, it looks like a chocolate, but looks like a colon, but it's sitting there like a balloon from the Philippines. This was amazing. There were some Dimondstein objects where I have to say they are not mainstream. This is not mainstream, but this is a perfect object. This is a man. This nice face is absolutely nice. I talked about these objects with the assistant of Dimondstein, a very competent and very charming young lady from Austria. And look at this. I don't know whether it was tribally used, but it was old and it's a great one. And here's one of the greatest Cameron objects. Once again, not everybody loves Cameron, but you have to love these things if you really love the traditional African art. This was Dimondstein, and I really liked this booth. I really liked his performance and his show. And here this a luba from the Congo. This is more like other lubas as well, but very powerful, very strong, and a very good one. Serra always has great items, night items. Here once again, I guess chocolate. You see, we have to throw out African objects. I think this is Ibu, I guess, from Nigeria. And Serra, how fine it's made, like the press and so. Yeah. Serra is good. all the time, from Spain, I guess he is, of course, a nice Dan. And now one thing which was a little unexpected after this, focus about it. This is, a bolul from the Philippines once again. I think it was the only Philippine object I saw. So it was really based on here's Wesley Hourdé, Charles Wesley Hourdé. So I think this show was more about the African art than about others, but Himalayan was great as well. So this is the first part of the video, and I do promise you that in the second part you will see some very interesting, great exhibitions as well, and you will see some great objects, for example, my favorite, number 2. See you for part 2.